Let me sure. Alright, stream appears to be working. While I'm getting my X-Men 97 notes out, I'm sure some of you noticed on my channel there's a video that was on Tuesday? Was it? Yeah, either like Tuesday or Monday, where I attempted to stream, and if you saw the stream, you realized StreamYard was bugging out, and I like what was like totally confused as to what was going on. The gameplay wasn't smooth. There was audio problems. There was screen mirror disconnecting problems. So I had to shut down that stream down like 10 minutes into it. So that's why there's no YouTube upload version of that stream. There's no Twitch version of that stream. I had to delete all of that, but we do have X-Men 97 to get to. And I believe we've covered all. Check. When was the last episode? Yeah, we discussed up to episode 8. 8, I believe. Yeah, we discussed up to episode 8, and now we're in episode 9. And depending on how long the stream is, we might, I don't know, maybe we'll look at another issue of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow comic. Yeah, so we found out Scott and the professor are having trouble, and I mean, I think it's because Scott's been having trouble leading the X-Men, and he wonders how things would be if the professor was there uh, the entire time instead of in space. So yeah, we find out that Magneto's attack from episode 8, it didn't just EMP the Sentinels, it ended up actually EMPing the entire world. You remember Wolverine at the end, he's like, Magneto just declared war. So yeah, that scene. And it's not just Scott. Let me know if I'm going too fast. It's not just Scott that is not getting along with the Professor. It's also Rogue. And like from Rogue's viewpoint, it was like maybe what happened on Genosha could have been stopped if the Professor was there. Because remember, she lost Gambit, and other X-Men lost other characters. So yeah, we see that. We see yeah, this Astro Fortress thing. Now I've never actually seen the X-Men the animated series, which is the prequel to the series. Because remember, the series actually takes place starts when that series ended. So yeah, I didn't actually really know what this asteroid thing was. And it turned out to be some kind of moon base. Uh, Yeah, Rogue and what's Sunspot? Is that his name? Rogue and Sunspot. Uh, they ended up joining Magneto, and that made me think that we are gonna have like a Captain America Civil War type of situation. But it turned out not to be that. This is apparently the old base. They've got the old jets there. Someone, I know those are Professor X's chairs. But what is this? Is this a Wolverine motorcycle? Because it's got claws. Yeah, it's got animal head there too. It's like a teeth. That can't be Gambus, man. That's hold on. Those look like Gambits. That's a war as far as the Harley Davidson more split flames. I think you got a must be a dirt bike down there. Those are definitely Gambits. These cars are probably other cars that the X-Men have used. Uh, this looks like a normal car, so probably another car that X-Men had used. That looks like what pretty much in the 90s what the futuristic cars would look like. So that definitely is something Beast made. You got your jets. Yeah, that's pretty much. Am I missing another vehicle? No, you got the. Yeah, I mentioned the bikes. These three Professor X's, possibly Wolverines, normal car, fighting Beast car. And if you've seen the Fox X-Men movies, you know there's a line where they say, "What were you expecting? Yellow spandex?" It, I think it's the conversation between Scott and Wolverine, and they make a reference to that in X-Men '97, except this time it's Scott and Cable. He's like, "What were you expecting? Black leather?" And I know many people noticed that. And I heard people say, "Oh, look, they have new outfits." Uh, Here's the thing. Even though I've never seen X-Men the animated series, based on the color of these outfits, I would say these are, especially the shading. Like look at Wolverine's and a Morph outfit, the shading. Those are the old outfits. Those aren't new outfits. So like, yeah, it's not like they switch back to the Mark ones, not these Mark twos. Now, no, I might be wrong in regards to the marks because I never seen X-Men the anime series, so I don't know how many suits they had in there. That is like way too many Sentinels. That's like I don't even know why you would need exactly that many Sentinels. But that's like way too many. Because who knows how big this area is with roads and roads of Sentinels. You got some walking outside. I'm sure you guys know who this is. I think everybody here knows who this is. So Morph turned into Hulk. So and I thought Morph can just like copy the abilities into X-Men that he shifts into. But now you're telling me what he can turn into Hulk? Like, I don't know. Like, does that mean his gamma radiation also works? Because I didn't see any indication of that. Well, Morph turned into Hulk, and obviously, that would mean Hulk exists in this universe. Again, have not seen X-Men the anime series. So, the Bastion, like, the boss battle pretty much consisted of Bastion's human-like body and like technology all around him, and I was like, is that all it's gonna be? It's just gonna be like a normal Bastion, and it's just gonna be like technology fighting. But obviously, the finale fixes that issue because Bastion goes through like two forms, and it's like similar to how Magneto can also change the shape of metal. So we get a disappointing thing of Sinister controlling Cable, and I'm surprised that like he doesn't have any device in his belt or arm that prevents mind control. But apparently that wasn't the case. And it turns out Nathan has um, telekinetic powers like his mom. Now I can't like he's got all this aura and stuff, and he aura, yeah, I think it's like almost like lightning fire like aura. Now is that the Phoenix Force? Again, I don't really know much about the Phoenix Force, but is that the Phoenix Force or is that just telekinetic powers? Because when you get to talking about the finale, it really makes me think that it was Phoenix Force. And we get the big shocker of the episode. Yep, I definitely thought War Machine, not War Machine, I thought Wolverine was like done for at this exact point. I know that it's drawn to be nearly identical to how it was drawn in the comics, because in the comics, Magneto does do this to Wolverine. He does rip out the adamantium metal that's inside Wolverine. Let me get out the images for the final uh, episode. Well, not final episode, obviously, like up to this point, where is X-Men? Like up to this point, I've heard that they've been in the process of doing working on season 3. So we know season 2 it might be fully ready to go. It depends on when they want to release it. So yeah, if they finish season 3 at some point, then we can expect 2 more seasons of X-Men 97. And now let's talk about the final episode in season 1 of X-Men 97. So yeah, I got tricked into thinking this was a flashback as well, and that turned out not to be the case because this was in Magneto's mind. We get Iron Man and Captain America show up. Now, I did do some research to see if War Machine exists in this series, and since all the '90s series basically take place on the exact MCU Earth that X-Men 97 is, because X-Men 97 is based off of um, X-Men the animated series. So there was a cartoon called Iron Man the animated series, and unfortunately does appear in it. I'm sure you saw from last episode, not last episode, the episode before that. Spider-Man from Spider-Man the animated series showed up, And I looked back into it. Apparently, there was an episode called basically, it was like a season 3 episode something of X-Men 97. But if you based off of like just pure number count, it would be episode 33. And in that, you can see Spider-Man helping War Machine rescue a civilian. Now, I don't know, like at what point War Machine, because in Spider-Man the animated series, War Machine did team up with Spider-Man to stop Venom. I don't know if that happened before or after that point. But the fact that Spider-Man exists, we saw Captain America, we saw Iron Man, we see various other characters. Depending on what happened to Rhodey and Iron Man the animated series, if he survived, then that means War Machine does exist in X-Men 97 Earth. So I would like to see War Machine appear in season 2. You know, my top 3 MCU characters are War Machine, Captain America, Doctor Strange. So obviously Captain America was confirmed a few episodes ago. Doctor Strange is confirmed for, well, we'll get to that screen when we get to it. Well, War Machine is still the most likely still exists, unknown, right? We haven't like legit saw him on screen. And War Machine is Rhodey. It's not another Iron Man suit. I know some iterations. The suit is just an Iron Man suit. Like it's Tony's suit, and only Tony wears it. So we got the really good lawyer himself, Daredevil. Now, I'm sure you guys can. I'm sure you guys probably noticed. Yeah, actually, yeah. Uh, yeah, that was from when I was trying to get the exact best shot because first like, you can't see him in the lighting, you can see his character, but then when the lighting shows up, then you realize that you can see him clearly. So I didn't get the right image for all of you to look at while I talk about. Yeah, so again, it's more 90s characters that are being confirmed. And my third favorite Marvel character, Doctor Strange. I don't know if Doctor Strange even had his own series or which series he even appeared in. But Doctor Strange exists in the MCU. I'm not sorry, the 90s Earth. Doctor Strange exists in the 90s Earth. And I mentioned my complaint about the previous as how it's just nanomachines. Yeah, finale did fix it. This guy's got a interesting cyborg form. I definitely think it's it all like reminds me of Cyborg Superman from Superman Reign of the Superman. Superman Reign. It's one of the movies from the past few years. You know where you have Cyborg Superman as a villain. Don't want to spoil it in case you haven't seen it. But you find out who Cyborg Superman works for, and you got a bunch of other Superman, like Eradicator, Steel, a Superboy. You get the idea. We got more cameos. The Man of the Jungle, Black Panther, and you've got the Dora Milaje, which look very similar to the the ones we have in the MCU. Now, here's the thing: if Black Panther was in the '90s series, back when the first aired the anime series that was during the 90s. Did the Dora Milaje look like that? Like their clothing? Or did the MCU update, did Marvel update them to look similar to the ones that you see in the movie? And like, we're just supposed to pretend time passed and Dora Milaje got new outfits. Which Sentinels are these again? Because is it? They don't look like the Sentinels we've been seeing, or maybe they are the X-Men Sentinels, and Sebastian just put outfits on them, or are they slightly upgraded versions? I don't think it's ever explained. I have to look back in the past few episodes to see if they ever did explain. Yeah, you mentioned the uh, yellow electric fire stuff from last episode, trying to figure out what powers Cable was using. But Jean finally went Phoenix Force and can control it. So yeah, for that brief period of time, she was overpowered in a good way because we needed heroes to stop the enemy. But yeah, Jean like used her overpowerness to rip like straight up rip the DNA out of Sinister, and that was absolutely awesome. And you get the hilarious part of the museum, man. So yeah, that's what Sinister looks like now. Like most of the DNA he took from other mutants, pretty much ripped out of him. And it's hilarious when he goes to morph and he's like, "Tell me what I look like." He's all horrified and morphs like, "You look the same." Like he's still basically morphs saying, "You always looked ugly and you still look ugly." And he goes, "Ah," like he's all afraid and he's all afraid and Sinister's afraid and embarrassed. That was absolutely hilarious. What the heck do you gotta do to get rid of this guy? Get rid of Sebastian. Dude, he hurt Cable, man. Like that's kind of hard for Cable. Like even though that's lying and stuff. For sure he can sense pain, like with the arm. Like obviously you don't want like a full head metal arm. You don't really can sense pain, sense touch, or like know how much pressure to use and stuff. So obviously there's sensors in Cable's arm that like essentially act like nerves and send signal, help send signals to Cable's brain. So he's well, like yeah. So Cable legit feels pain, and he's like, "Really, what are you gonna do to get rid of Sebastian?" And Sebastian absorbed the nanotech in the arm or whatever technology was in the arm. And somehow he used an entire arm to turn him himself into this overpowered form. You know, it's an interesting sign, but like, damn, dude, what do you got to do to get rid of this guy? The dude did time teleportation, similar to how Flash treats the what was it? A time remnant. Like when he goes back in time a minute before, so that way two of him can come out of like show up in present day. It's almost like that, except Sebastian's going back in time, going forward in time, but but shows up from behind to grab Rogue because Rogue is flying out. Sebastian was originally here, and he teleported forward in time a few seconds. When Rogue reached this point, he could show up from the back and grab Rogue. It's like time teleportation. And like interesting animation style with the like Sebastian's obviously evil, so I'm not going to say he looks cool. Not going to say that. But the animation of the glow, the animation team did a great job with the reflection. Uh, Getting like all the colors to balance out. Like if this was a hero doing this, and you had the same animation with the glow and reflective reflections shining off the middle, then the image would have looked awesome. But like I gotta say, this is probably must have been one of the hardest scenes in the finale to animate. And he does like a charge blast, and it's like, are you kidding me, man? How much overpowered stuff they give him? And the guys come out and hand blast powers too. And if that's not enough, he's got some kind of tentacle attacks as well. Yeah, he is really starting to become a problem. Because yeah, like they pretty much like like waking up, he turned overpowered. And it turned out that they're gonna them and the rest of the X-Men are gonna have to sacrifice themselves. And Cable realizes like, well, he has to say goodbye to his parents, who he only met recently. That's Peter Parker. That's Mary Jane from the 97, the not 97, Spider-Man the animated series, which aired during the 90s. Turns out that the X-Men have been missing for a while. And I was like, oh my god, the episode's going to end here. The episode is going to end here. No, don't. But I'm glad that they continued. Okay, we're at 27 minutes in. We're good on timing. Scarlet Witch, first time I noticed that she actually was confirmed to be in this. This is off world, but she is in the 90s universe. Like, how many Scarlet Witches are there now? So we have Scarlet Witch from the MCU. We had the What If one that was a zombie. We had the What If one that was it was like that was the old that remember the episode where Sharon and she encounters the Steve Rogers and there's the Ant-Man and it's like the night era. Oh yeah, and we got these Scarlet Witch from Multiverse of Madness. And now you know this 90s so there's like five Scarlet Witches in now in the MCU. So they're stuck in Egypt. They're stuck in the future, and they're also stuck in Egypt. And yeah, that was my that what that was my stream on the final two episodes of season one in X-Men '97. Now, here's what I'm gonna do. In order to make uploading to YouTube easier for me, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna end the stream, and in 5 minutes you'll get another Twitch notification that I'm live again. Yeah, in about like 5 minutes or so. Yeah, in about 5 minutes or so, you're gonna get. That's just me coughing because I've been talking for a while. Um, yeah, so in about like 5 minutes or so, you're gonna get another notification that I opened up another live stream so we can cover another issue of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. I'm talking about the comic. I mean, it's been like months since I last read the first part of the comic. So yeah, we're gonna get back to that. If you're watching this live on YouTube, then it means that there's a second part to the stream that will be uploaded to YouTube. I mean, it really depends on when you're watching this. It might be like 30 minutes later, you see the Superwoman tomorrow part of the stream get uploaded. So yeah, I will be back.